Clinical benefits of lipid disorder drugs. Lipid disorder drugs. On October 16, 2013, the Endocrinologic and Metabolic Drugs Advisory Committee of Food and Drug Administration voted 9-2 against approval of Vascepa, a purified entry fatty acid formulation of ethyl. The sponsor and the FDA had previously agreed under a special protocol assessment that triglyceride lowering data from a 12-week study with lipid endpoints and 50% enrollment in a cardiovascular outcome trial.
Lower cholesterol. Hi, I'm Dr. Hunter Yost, a medical doctor in Tucson, Arizona. We've all heard that tagline for cholesterol drugs on TV of, when diet and exercise don't work, take this statin drug. That may be true for a very small percentage of people who have a rare form of a lipid disorder in their family. What didn't get on TV was a Canadian study showing that eating a vegetarian diet of beans and legumes, nuts and seeds, soy foods, vegetables and fruits lowered the LDL cholesterol just as much as a statin drug in 12 weeks. That study was partially funded by the Canadian Almond Growers Association, who can't afford to put those results on TV commercials.
This new information called into question the clinical benefit of the triglyceride target and the rationale for using triglyceride levels as a surrogate endpoint for regulatory approval. These issues affect clinical decisions.
Now, when patients have excessive levels of triglycerides and cholesterol, we have to take some sort of approach in trying to correct this. First thing we always want to do is dietary management. Okay, this means to get your patient to eat a diet low in animal fats, low in overall cholesterol, higher in polyunsaturated fats, so higher in healthy fats, and healthy fats are found in things such as fish, as well as in nuts, and in some oils such as extra virgin olive oil. We also want to correct any underlying endocrine problems should they exist.
The FDA approved Vascepa in 2012 for use in patients with severe hypertriglyceridemia on the presumption that lowering very high triglyceride. These patients were thought to be at substantial cardiovascular risk despite control of LDL cholesterol levels. The results at 12 weeks show a placebo-corrected 21% reduction in triglyceride levels with a Vascepa dose of 4 grams per day.
My main goals for us today are to get familiar with what conditions would require you to run the triad profile. Okay, and you'll see that actually the triad can be useful in a host of different illnesses. I'd like for you to get familiar with identifying common brain biochemistry patterns. So looking for common patterns on the triad that you'll see in different types of patients that get to the underlying causes of their symptoms. We are also going to look at using the 95th% reference interval and the 80th% reference interval to help develop a treatment hierarchy. So this is really useful in those patients that have a lot of high levels on their test.
New drugs. All existing and new drugs targeting lipid disorders in the broad population have the primary goal of reducing the risk of cardiovascular events. However, the FDA's Division of Metabolism and Endocrinologic Products has a long history of approving new lipid drugs. Lomipizide and mipopersen. At an October 2012 advisory committee meeting reviewing lomipizide and mipopersen, the FDA acknowledged the difficulty of conducting a full